For class today, you're going to want dumbbells for lower body and for upper body. You will want one heavier dumbbell that you're going to hold at chest height for a lower body exercise. But otherwise, dumbbells, we've got some chest flies, we've got bent over flies, so chest and back dumbbells, and then lower body dumbbells just in general. While I'm showing you all the moves, I want you to move around, either nice jog in place. You can do some body weight squats and some arm hugs, whatever you're doing, but get yourself warmed up and I'll go over our moves. Our first one is jumping jacks, so that cardio move. Modify if you need to with our single-sided. Next up, you've got a double dumbbell Romanian deadlift. So basically just a dumbbell on each hand. Slight bend those knees, feet right about shoulder width. Nice flat back, pop back up, slight thrust forward to reset and pull those shoulders back. Next, you've got a one dumbbell front loaded, so that dumbbells can be held horizontally up the chest. Front squat. So really sit back on those heels because that weight in front of your body is going to want to tilt you forward. So pull those shoulders back and just basically drop that butt down in that nice straight line. And then we've got bent over fly. So a dumbbell in each hand. Again, nice bend in the knees, push the butt back, slide bend in those elbows the entire time. I want you to do one fly and then come up every single time. Don't stay in that position for those bent over flies. After that, we've got alternating front lunge with a biceps curl. So dumbbells in your hands that you're going to need to hold that entire time, but also to do biceps curls in. So step to that front, drop it low, curl, step back, other leg, drop it low, and biceps curls again. Palms will be facing up for those biceps curls. If for some reason that's too much, then I want you just to take out the biceps curls and do alternating front lunges. If you still want to do the curls, but that switching of the lunge is going to be too much, I will let you know when we're halfway, and if you just want to hold a lunge position, you definitely can do that and then just continue the curls and then switch halfway through with that leg. After that, we're going to take it down to the ground. V-sit chest flies, or I should call these C-sit because you don't have those legs elevated up in the air if you don't want to. But sitting back in our C-sit position, heels are going to be on the ground. Slight bend as we open and close the chest. Contract your core the entire time. Grab lighter weights for that one too as well. We're going to be doing it for a minute, so try to sustain that weight for that entire time. Next up, we've got crouch back push-up. So we'll get our weights out of our way. For that crouch back push-up, you can be down on the knees or up on the toes for the push-up. And then if you're modifying on the knees instead of a crouch back, so basically you're going to go into a child's pose. But if you're up on your toes for that push-up, after that push-up, that crouch back is the same thing as child's pose, except we're not on the ground. So drop to that push-up and crouch back or modify, do your push-up and child's pose. So you get a nice little break after every push-up with a good little stretch. After that, we're going to start in this kneeling position. A dumbbell in each hand, you're going to drop into kind of like a heel sit, so glutes to the heels. Power up as fast as you can, and then press once you're up in that kneeling position. So up, squeeze the glutes, keep the glutes squeezed until that press is done, and then relax the glutes, and then drop the butt back down to those heels. After that, we've got two core exercises. We've got our penguin abs, so lying back flat, feet flat on the ground, knees bent, and we're doing our little waddle, trying to get our fingertips to those ankles. And then we have a double lying leg lift. So still lying on our back, but we're going to extend our legs out perfectly straight, keep our feet and legs pinned together, just lift the legs and slowly lower them back down. You can support that lower lumbar too with those hands back there if you need to. If for some reason that bothers you, you're going to modify and have knees bent, and you're just going to tap your feet to the ground and then lift those bent knees towards your chest and then lower those back down too as well. So those are our 10 moves. We're getting started with jumping jacks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jacks, let's go. Again, your modifier is your single-sided jacks. If jumping's not in the cards for you today, let's get that heart rate up. Good job, halfway. Job, 10 seconds left. Last 3, 2, 1, double dumbbell. So dumbbell in each hand, Romanian deadlift, our straight leg deadlift. Pull your shoulders back, look up at me. Don't look down at the ground. Feet right at shoulder width. Ready, set, go. Take your time. Keep those weights as close to you as possible. Obviously, we're watching out for those knees as we lower the weights, but they graze right by those shins. So just bend down and take those weights to your toes. Really push your butt back. The more you focus on hinging at those hips and pushing your butt back, the more we're going to feel it in those hamstrings. And don't forget that reset up at the top. Just a slight thrust forward to get your body perfectly straight again. Basically just unhinging. Last 3, 2, 1. We need one heavier dumbbell for our front loaded squats. So hold that dumbbell horizontally. Right about at your clavicle, top of your shoulders. You can step your feet out a little wider than shoulder width. Let's sit back on those heels and squat. Let's go. So first round, we're still getting warmed up. So maybe you're not going as low right now, and that's okay. Halfway. Start to force yourself to get a little lower as we keep going. That way by round 2, we're good to go. Last 10. Next up is then bent over fly. So get your dumbbells for your back. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Upper body weights. Again, you're doing 1 rep and then standing up nice and tall and then getting back into that position. Ready, set, begin. Side bend on the knees, butt goes back. Fly, stand up tall. Really bring those shoulder blades together. Act like you're cracking open a peanut shell between those shoulder blades. Bring them together, nice force, all upper body, and then relax. Getting in and out of position every time. You've got to remember that hinge and to keep all the weight in the back of those heels. If your lower back is hurting right now, we don't have good form. We've got our bend. This is where you need to be at every single time, okay? 3, 2, 1. Alternating front lunge with our biceps curl. I gave you 3 options for this. The move we're going to do, holding a lunge, and I'll let you know when we're halfway and you can switch, or take away the biceps curls and just do front lunges. Ready? Begin. Get to the bottom of that lunge before you even start curling those weights up. If you're holding, find a comfy spot that you can hold for 30 seconds. Good job, we are halfway. So if you decided to hold your lunge, you need to be switching. Nice tall torso. Ten seconds left. And then we're down on the ground for the rest of this round. Last 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right, take it down. V-sit chest fly. I mentioned maybe grabbing some lighter weights. Ready? Lean yourself back. Get those weights. And we fly. Whenever you need a break, you can either tuck the weights into your chest and sit up, or you can set them down and sit up, and then get right back into it. You don't have to extend your arms clear up here. You can keep them kind of bent the entire time. Maybe that's easier. Or if you want them all the way up here, just remember you're going into that with a bend. Your arms are extended straight up, but that doesn't mean you're doing the fly with straight extended arms. Give me that slight bend. Whatever's most comfortable. If you're feeling risky today, you can lift those heels up. Perform that fly maybe for 2 reps, and then heels down for 2. But pull in that belly button nice and tight. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right, crouch back push-ups. So if you're modifying down on the knees, go into child's pose. If you're up on your toes, you're gonna go into that crouch back. Basically just an upward version of that child's pose. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. We got our push-up in either child's pose or crouch back. I'm going to alternate. I'm going to do a push-up on my knees and a child's pose. And then my next one, I'm going to do a push-up on my toes and a crouch back. There's no rush in between these. Maybe that stretch feels real good. So hold it for a little bit. You don't have to hurry up back to that push-up. But taking that little break ensures that we're having really good push-up form every single push-up. 10 seconds left. Last 3, 2, 1. Very good. Heels sit to that kneeling shoulder press. So all the way down, power up, squeeze the glutes, squeeze, 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 and then relax the glutes, and then lower back down. Ready, set, go. So start low. Squeeze, 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 contract the core, and then relax at the bottom of that shoulder press. So keep those glutes engaged, and then they can relax as you lower down. Good job, last 5, give me one more. 3, 2, 1, let's end it with core. First up is penguin abs, so lie it back flat, feet flat, knees bent, but don't have those heels too close to your butt. Let's work for it. Palms up, head and neck off the ground, here we go, side to sides. Get those fingertips to those heels or the back of your shoe. Whenever you need a break, try bringing your hands behind your head first. And then if you're like, oh, I still need a break, that's when we can lower down, get a good breath, and then pop right back up. If this bothers your head and neck, then you can keep your hands behind your head the entire time for support. Let your core guide you from side to side. Don't use your hands to push your head that way. $15 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, 1, relax, lay it on down. Next up, we've got that double lying leg lift. So I need to flip around, I was going to hit my dumbbells. Okay, we can support that lower lumbar with those hands. But pin the feet, pin the legs together. Ready, set, go. Lift up. Slow, low, 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 low. You can either tap your heels, get a good rest, or you can keep your feet elevated off the ground at the bottom of that lowering phase. Again, if you needed the modifier for this, our knees are bent, whole bottom of your foot goes to the ground. Knees to the chest. Slowly lower those feet down. The slower you lower, the more you're going to work that core. Less than 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right, grab some water. We've got a little over a minute, and then we'll go through all of those again. Ten seconds left, bring it back up to the top. Our first move was jumping jacks. Modify with single-sided and no jumping. Ready, set, go. Job, let's get that heart rate back up. Then we can focus on strength and good form. Now that we've got those moves under our belt, we know what we're doing. We can really focus on that for these last 2 rounds. Last 10. 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right, Romanian deadlift, a dumbbell in each hand. Slight bend, but nothing more than that in the knees. Ready? Go. Keep the weights close, pull the shoulders back at the top. Last 5, 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right, front squat. You need 1 dumbbell. Again, feet can be a little wider than shoulder width for this, especially when you've got that front loaded weight. Ready, set, squat. Let's get lower than round one. Hang out at the bottom of that squat for a little bit. Make sure you got good form. Am I sitting back on my heels? Am I pulling my shoulders back? Am I using my heels to power back up to the top? Job, already halfway. Man, what is that? When your nose itches, someone's talking about you? Or is that your ears? Either way, my nose itches. Less than 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Get ready for bent over fly. So grab those upper body dumbbells for your back. 1 rep at a time and then reset. Ready, set, go. Pinch that peanut. Crack that shell open. Good job, keep going. Ten seconds left. Last 5. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Alternating front lunge with that bicep curl. Or hold that lunge. Three, 2, 1. Begin. Stabilize yourself first. Get to the bottom of that lunge. And then bring those dumbbells up for that curl. Good job. We are halfway. So if you're holding the lunge, switch your leg, please. Ten seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Very good. Down to the floor. V-sit chest fly. Ready, set, let's go. Remember your difference in arm placement. Either bend the entire time, open and come it back. Extend it all the way out, bend the elbows, open, bring it back. 2 different options. Take a break when you need to by either setting the dumbbells down or bringing them right at that chest and sitting yourself up for a breather. Halfway. You can also do 1 leg off the ground. Maybe having 2 up was a little too challenging, but you know you can do it. Alternate. Right foot up, left foot up. Always find new ways to challenge yourself. 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right, crouch back push-ups. Or down on the knee push-ups into child's pose. Or alternate like I did last round, just showing you different options. Ready, set, Go. If you're doing your push-ups up on your toes, maybe you're doing a wider push-up, bring your hands closer together for that crouch back, okay? Seconds left. Three, two, one. Very good. All right, heel sit, that kneeling shoulder press. If your shoulders are on fire, you're doing everything right. Good job. Push through this and then they get a break. Here we go. Dumbbells up, butt down. Ready? Go. Squeeze, press, unpress, relax the glutes, lower down. Keep squeezing those glutes the whole time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. If you ever need a break, just put your dumbbells down really quick. Keep your arms moving. Just take the weights out of it. And then get right back into it. A minute can be a very long time. So do whatever you need to do. Last 3, 2, 1. Very good. Penguin abs. Work those obliques. Get those heels a little far away from those glutes. Don't put them in too tight. Ready? Set, begin. Again, let your torso, let your core guide your body side to side. Yes, your fingertips are reaching for those heels, but they're not what's pushing you to that side, it's your core. Again, if this is too much for your head and neck, and obviously you're not gonna get those fingertips to the heels, but you're still using those obliques to swivel from side to side. You can act like those elbows are directing you. If you need more of a break than just that head and neck relief, lower down, take a deep breath, exhale, and bring it right back up to it. 15 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, relax the head and neck, and get ready for our double lying leg lift. So we'll extend those legs out unless you're modifying. Then push those knees in together, feet flat on the ground, a little far away from your glutes, and you'll lift your stacked knees instead of extended legs. Everybody ready? Let's go. Don't worry about how many reps you're getting done. No one said you had to have speed with this. Feel those lower abdominals working right below the belly button, especially on that lowering phase. Almost making your body shake, trying to lower those legs down super slow. 15 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Grab some water and we'll come back for round 3. Final 10 seconds, round 3, last time for everything. Back to jumping jacks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jack it out. Good job, halfway. I always go backwards when I do jumping jacks. Less than 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Double dumbbell Romanian deadlift. Go in 5. Ready, set, begin. Good job, halfway. No rush. Don't let those dumbbells get too far away from the lower half of your body. Remember, we want to kind of graze those shins. That's how close we want. Last 3, 2, 1. Good. Dumbbell front squat. As low as we can get right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat. If you have to go slower to go lower, that's okay. Super slow. Really press those heels like you're pushing the ground away from you as you stand back up. Twenty seconds left. Final 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bent over fly. Remember, 1 rep at a time. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Good job, halfway. Three, 2, 1. Very good. All right, alternating lunge. with that biceps curl. Again, you can hold the lunge if you need to. I'll let you know when we're halfway. 3, 2, 1, begin. Really get that back knee down nice and low. Tuck in those upper arms on that curl. And then take your time alternating to the other side. No rush for basically all of these movements today. All right, we're halfway, so switch if you need to, if you decided to modify. Everyone else, keep trucking along. Final 10. Last 3, 2, 1, very good. All right, chest fly. Ready? Lean it back, get set, go. Good job. If your core is shaking, you're doing good. But take that break if you need it. 20 seconds left. Four, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's do some push-ups. Modifications available. Just remember, you're going into a child's pose instead of a crouch back. Ready, set, go. Really embrace that stretch. We don't get to do this very often. Not sure if Allison told you guys while I was gone, but there's construction all over the second floor. So if you ever hear beating like what's going on right now, I am sorry. I can't do anything about it. 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right. Last shoulder. Heel sit to that kneeling shoulder press. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Nice power up. And then the press can be super slow, but getting up to kneeling, squeeze the glutes. Construction is everywhere. Maybe you guys can't hear it. That's good, because it's loud. I have to take the elevator up to the gym. 1 floor, the stairs are closed by the gym. I have to take the elevator. How lazy is that? 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Woo-hoo. 10 Penguin abs, 2 exercises left. Three, 2, 1. Here we go, side to side. Keep challenging yourself. Get those heels a little far away from the glutes. And keep your feet close together too as well. So you have to really reach in for those heels. So get those feet a little bit narrower than your hips. "20 seconds left. Utilize that modification if you need to. If your head and neck's hurting, get those hands behind your head and keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your head and neck, get a good breath, and get ready for that double lying leg lift. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last minute of class. Halfway. Less than 10 seconds left. Come on, one more. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time.